Yeah, bro. Yeah. What you mean? What up? Oh, you thought you was in a different game? He was like, "What's wrong with your voice?" Milwaukee. All right. What y'all want? I don't have any zebra cake. But that's mom. Easy dub. Can't complain about that one. No. Oh, let me get that back. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Dang. Try to get rid of. Dang. Oh, we got that motherfucker back. Come on, man. You dropped it. Drop that. Thank you. You have to use that hit stick a lot. See. We ain't having that. Oh, let's go. Dang. What? Oh, get the fuck out of here. Good shit though. Come on, man. You couldn't get out of bounds. Let's go. The Giants ain't that bad. Their offensive lines is trash. Come on, man. I missed the tackle. I ain't should have coughed that up. Mm, What? Oh, let's say. Ain't no flag. Man,
to the home clear of the bids, eliminating the Department of Education. Now they're spending millions to put extremist Brad symbol on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. On April 1st, we can stop them.
Introducing Domino's
This is about to roll up.
Japanese pizza. Order a buttery tasty pan pizza. Just imagine it's stuffed with milk.
What? Oh, come on. I gotta roll up.
Something expensive with $9.99 each. Domino's.
Look up her. And today, okay, this is a complicated situation. So I was planning on doing an interview with Young Disney for Osama, who are two of the up and coming champions of DC right now. Apparently, Osama got locked up, which we can get into, I guess.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. But out here, something happened. No, hell no. Oh, before you got on the flight and shit. Back at home.
Hitting.
Okay. So, but is it a serious situation, or is it some shit where you're gonna be out in a week? So I don't. To be honest, I don't really know first, so I can't really speak on. That's why I don't. Should be because I don't really know. Okay. I have situations. Interesting. And on top of that, we got Lil Ryan in the building. Who I just seen you in so many different walks of life. I keep seeing you in EBK J-Bo shit, and then I go to the Laser Doom show you at that shit, and then all of a sudden you tapped in with the DMV. Man, you're always just moving around, huh? Yeah, I be just trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to build something real. Some shit you can never see. Right.
That's a Dak Prescott kind of pass.
How did y'all know each other? Uh, shit, through life, the watch of life. Like I been his brother. You feel me? Why he locked up? I was locked up. I locked in with his brother. We made some shit, but we had already been, you feel me, tapping in with each other on Instagram, like liking each other shit. So we accidentally seen each other and that shit just, you feel me? Right. And you know how it be, you meet somebody to introduce you to all shit. Host me, you introduce, you feel me? So he told me he was coming out here. So you gotta make sure you straight. Let me pop out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, like, my people. For sure. So what, before we even get into it, though, what's your impression of DMV and the DC scene? Like, I've been listening to that shit since like 2018. Okay. Even like Shaq lived it, you know what I'm saying? Shit, like all of them been listening. You feel me? So it's hard for me to interact with the people like in my generation and then in the one right under. You know what I'm saying? Like right next to me. You feel me? In our own way. Like, 'cause they doing shit in their own way. They coming crazy. They not coming high. Really? All artists used to go for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like that. We all can, I don't know, do some shit though. I'm just trying. Sure. So, all right, Dizzy, let's get into a little bit of your upbringing. Where are you from exactly? Let's talk about it. You know, we're that's a northeast part of Washington. Okay. And what was it like coming up out there? No, normal shit for the practice. For sure. Regular? Regular shit. Crazy or boring? One or the other. You got to pick one. That's crazy. So every day you woke up and go to school and it's just madness going on outside? I got to say madness. I mean, it's a good neighborhood, but you know, shit happened in the neighborhood. Like, okay. I grew up, I seen a lot of shit.
Oh shit! I didn't see his ass.
I mean, one thing I kind of get from watching interviews with y'all is that the cops are crazy out there. Why do you think it's so nuts in terms of how hard? It's probably because how the rapping shit, and the rapping shit lead to, like shit actually. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. I used to be a back and forth rap piece. You know what I'm saying? So big problem out there? What, rap piece? Yeah. That shit, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit like two side. Like it's either you on this side or you on this side. Like so they pick a side. Niggas don't even be meaning to pick a side, they pick sides. So, that's just how that shit is out here, man. I feel like, Chicago, New York, LA, they all got crazy ass rap scenes, and then the cops obviously are all over it because they see that as kind of being the root of a lot of the crime and shit. But with DC, I feel like the rap scene is like comparatively small, but you're saying that like the cops are just super on it regardless. Big man, I hate this. I hate it. I hate these people. Really? Like me personally. Shit, so yeah. What you got like a memory of like your first bad encounter with them? I was shooting a video. I think I was on live. I was shooting a video. They came, swarmed the jump. I'm still shooting the video. Like I got like 10 to 15,000 in my hand, like flashing in their face. For sure, they
Yeah, but
they trick, snatch me up. No, they snatched me up and snatched the money up. I don't know for what reason. I didn't know at the time. But I guess they be trying to say I'm selling some drugs, some shit. That's some bullshit.
And you never had any luck with getting it back?
Nah, nah. I didn't even try to get it back because that shit out there. You try to get some money back from them, they gonna take it. That shit gonna take forever.
Really? You look 10, 15K, that feels like a huge amount of money. Just be like, nah, y'all can have it.
Some shit you can't control, especially with the police.
For sure. Wait, so okay, what was your family situation like growing up?
I always had a stable family. Always,
Yeah.
always. Like, I grew up. I get shit I want, but like I said, like I just fell into the wrong lane.
okay,
So that
let's
shit
go.
I adapted to that shit.
So you have mom and dad around,
Dang,
and were they like aware of
it's always a teacher in the
how
way.
it was, or?
Yeah, it's normal hood shit. Like it's two sides of it. Like it's the peaceful side, but shit can turn left real quick type shit. Like so, just shit like that. Like
Or were they like warning you about like staying out of the street and everything?
always, kids never miss. Yeah.
All right, definitely. So, what kind of kid were you in like high school and shit? I know you're like fresh out of high school, right?
I ain't,
No?
I ain't even finished school.
Oh, you didn't finish. Well, I was watching an interview with you and or no, it was you and Young Threat from like a year ago, and you were like, yeah, like we're still in high school. I'm like, oh shit, but you were like, we're about to
Hey,
graduate.
something out of nothing.
I might have been lying. I might have been lying, but nah, I stopped going to school. I just stopped going to school. What you ask?
Like, what kind of kid you were in high school?
In high school, say about like ninth grade. My ninth grade year was virtual. I did virtual.
Oh, really? Okay.
That shit, I can't really speak like tenth grade shit.
That really you up?
I ain't gonna COVID fucked me up like in general. COVID hit, no, everything up.
Really?
Everything.
Everything was kind of
Start going down, yeah.
simple before that, and then all of a
Simple.
sudden it's just like,
Shit just started, yeah, just weird, started changing.
yeah, no, it feels like that was a crazy inflection point for so many people. But all right, at what point you start thinking about rapping?
My men that was around me was rapping. I never really wanted to rap like that. Wasn't me. I ain't even used to want to be like sing. Like, on some alien shit, but just playing around in the studio, man, Threat, Free Young Threat.
I don't like this Tracy guy.
We went to the studio one day. He was already this rapper, like he already getting little views and shit, but not too much. He made this song called Freak Out Music. He in there rapping and shit. I'm like, man, let me go. Go on that jump. But killed it. The video tour, got the video. Next thing you know, like week later, that shit went viral on TikTok. Everybody on TikTok and shit.
So you really weren't planning on being a rapper, and that just kind of pushed you into it?
Yeah. Like
Wow.
he getting that shit in a million views right now. But
Ooh,
shit, like
shit.
he got 100K in like a week or some that shit. Like, oh, I gotta do something with this shit.
Yeah, wait, we went there.
I want more of this shit.
What for the people out there, what is a free car? And what's
Free car is slogan cop.
Right.
But free car music's basically like gangster music. But yeah, I guess you could say like
Oh, good
wise,
pick.
like DC wise gangster.
I mean, a lot of different cities.
Yeah, come out.
Stolen problem, but why y'all call it free car music?
It's a free. I ain't invent the word like we. I don't know. That shit just been in the city for a long time.
So what are y'all doing with these free cars?
I guess niggas in the cars and niggas riding around in them. I don't know.
Just riding around, not doing any dirty business in these cars?
Man, I don't know nothing about that.
You know, I listen to a lot of Lil Durk. I hear about a lot of things.
I got it all.
I don't know nothing about that. But when you first start hearing the term free car, because I know that the Fat Trail got a song called Free Car. That's like pretty popular slang out there.
I don't know. I guess slang like
Come on.
told on everybody. Like it's like that's one of y'all words, but like one of y'all you say that shit. I never heard no other city state say that shit.
No, for sure. And I'm watching interviews with y'all, and you're like talking about free car music, and it doesn't even feel like you're like joking around. That's just like actually getting your you don't call it drill music, but free car music. Just because what it's like high pitched, like or fast paced music that
But for real,
kind of could be the soundtrack
Yeah,
where you run around doing.
I don't really know, bro. I can't really explain shit, bro. It's probably good, like, it's their own shit. It's our own shit, so we gonna go off our own shit. We gonna call it free cop music. Like, niggas call it Chicago, they say drill music, we gonna call it shit free cop music. It's basically the same shit, bro. It's just, we doing our own shit. Like, we got our own beats and shit. Like, we got different types of beats and shit.
So being from DC though, does it feel like the rest of the country doesn't necessarily understand your
Yeah.
culture and
Yeah.
what's going on out there? Because you just hear people talk about DC, they just really get it.
Yeah, they think of the White House.
Yeah, that's very
Fine,
much
fine.
it. Yeah.
I think we're talking about anything like White House. But I think like capital.
I mean, yeah, for sure, that's the thing that's happening in that area, but also it's my whole life, people have been telling me about how DC is one of the grimiest places, most dangerous places.
You gotta come see for yourself.
I do gotta go there. I actually kind of have tentative plans to go out there.
Oh, what you doing all that?
You know, local celebrity, somebody to tap in with. You know. Wait, you ever been to the White House? You gotta go there field trips as a kid and shit.
Not necessarily the White House, but I've been around the White House.
Yeah.
I ain't never been to the White House.
Right. You never been. They're not like in there, but like that.
Around there.
Pennsylvania Avenue, the street
I
is
don't
like
know.
right outside.
I think it is. It's some shit like that, but yeah, I've been around that shit. The monument, all that shit.
Right.
Field trip, get field trip. Yeah.
I like to feel the impact of all that shit being in your city. Like, does that matter at all, or not at all? Because like obviously most people we know who raps it are in the streets don't exactly pay attention to what's going on with
I mean,
politics.
I don't really give a. I don't really give a much.
If you rap really good and you get really popular, then maybe Trump will pardon you for future crimes if they. I mean, he's done it. He's not a big rapper though. Like Boosie seems like he really feels like the Donald Trump is gonna help him get out of his fed case, and he might.
Boosie got a big case on.
Yeah, Boosie got caught like felon in possession of a firearm.
I know
He beat it on a state level, and the feds picked it up right away, which is actually insane that they could do that.
That's
I mean,
come on, man.
except Rocky and all the shit that Boosie could probably get in there. All right, maybe.
hopefully he'll let him drop. I don't want to see nobody fuck. Nigga, nobody.
No. Boosie, you need Boosie.
That's
one of the greatest Americans that we got.
Boosie like. I'm from Alabama, so that shit.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
People always want to tell me down south that like, don't get it. You're from the East Coast. You live in California. Probably you don't understand Boosie's impact.
Yeah. Like it. For us.
Yeah.
We look at them. My nigga ride for him. Like if he in a club, somebody say something to him, random people go, GB. Definitely grew up around my
Yeah. Well, definitely. What other music you listened to growing up? And at one point, you started listening to music from DC.
I've been listening to DC like since I was. When I listen to all kind of music, shit you probably wouldn't even expect. So
Taylor Swift?
Nah, fuck
No.
Okay. But shit like females and shit. Like some female songs, like female sings like Summer Walker and shit. It's just vibey, like I can catch vibe of that shit. I don't know.
I started listening to that because I want to know where Rico Rico's born when.
Huh? What?
That's his girlfriend.
Oh, Summer Walker. Summer Walker.
You didn't catch that?
Really.
I know it probably seems like I'm lying, but I'm not lying. That's a real thing.
Forgot about Rico Nasty.
Rico Reckless.
Oh, Rico
Nasty. Oh. Damn, that's another.
I thought you said
Rico
Nasty.
Is she from DC or is she from?
I think she from. Yeah, she from Maryland.
Yeah.
She did her thing for the city.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Rico Reckless. Yeah, Charlie.
Legend. Psycho. Madman. And apparently good at scoring pop stars because Summer Walker
That's a big score. That's a big score.
No, sure is.
That's a big ass.
Pretty good. Fuck, kid from the streets, so shit. I hope you don't get up. There's a million ways to do that. Shit. That was something to be proud of in general too. But like, alright, so that when you went to the studio with Young Threat, that was just you around. But then, how did your life change after you dropped that song? You start deciding like, man, I gotta go hard for this shit. If I could do it once, I could do it again.
Hell yeah, that was my mindset. And I started getting more traction. People wanted me to rap. Like I started getting fans off that shit.
Titans, bro.
Getting fans. I don't even. That's the only. Only got like 2 songs out. I got fans running. Yo, this shit be bad. That scene the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Doing the shit, doing the little Bible dance, the shit. Shit just you.
And that dance just happened. It wasn't like something that you planned.
I didn't plan that shit at all. At all.
That's great.
This at the time, like I didn't even know how to really work TikTok. I used to be on TikTok.
Right.
See the shit. So people used to send me the shit. I used to be like, damn. But I ain't really think too much of it, bro. Like I ain't.
It feels like that's how it works.
TikTok slipped off, bro.
We post clips of our interviews and shit on TikTok, but then the clips that always go super viral always
All the ones you don't expect.
people upload the shit. Yeah.
Whatever. TikTok. I think rappers starting to like see that TikTok has huge impact on like raps.
Yeah. A lot of artists they get signed and the label just tells them like, yeah, get on TikTok, make a bunch of TikToks and the song pops up.
Hell yeah.
Sure. So okay, you like some of these questions are kind of like mixed in with the three Osama questions as well. But 37, that's his blog. That's not your shit.
Nah, that's it.
Okay. Because those are like pretty famous projects out there. Because that's also I'm pretty sure where I've seen the blog of Brandon Buckingham
Hell yeah.
drinking more alcohol than Harley, right? Drink like where's another dude? The dude is like, let's take 10 shots back to back, and Brandon's like, okay.
They did it though.
I know, and I just like legitimately, I don't get that.
Brandon was struggling.
Bro, if I take 2 shots, I'm gonna be visibly wasted. Man, it's nuts.
10 is insane.
10 is wild. I can't. I mean,
5 is insane.
5 reasons. Why you can't drink?
I drink. I mean, I don't drink. But I get married though. I don't see how you just drink it. Man, like drink it's cool. But I rather drink some good shit. You feel me? Mix that shit in the soda. That shit like good lemon drop. Oh, you know? No. Like that shit tastes good. I drink that shit. I rather feel good though. So.
You know what ruined drinking for me was just when I started doing coke with it. If you get drunk, you do coke and it's
Stay at the nose.
drink a light. That's what you drink. Yeah, but no, that's a good. That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah.
That's the same.
Now, how you gotta stay with coke? You're like 18. You can't do that.
Oh.
That's when you were grown.
I ain't my shit. Wait. Wait from that shit.
Nah, facts.
Wait till Thursday do it though. Hell.
I didn't wait till I was 30, but I was definitely like mid to late 20s. Really is like when all the bitches started doing it. 41. What?
It's always
That's
doing more than him, man.
good luck.
You don't expect no shit like that.
Yeah. If you got coke,
Like celebrity wise.
if you're a coke man, you got nothing to worry about.
Like that's crazy though. Like him? Man, I know I will. Sure.
Yeah. Well, the girls ain't doing coke in DC.
They probably. I don't know what they're doing.
What are they doing?
They like drinking.
Yeah. Doing drunk.
Shit.
37.
Yeah, I got see though.
There's a lot of other people that get drunk there. Okay. So, yeah. All right. We did the Kenilworth thing. Kenilworth or 37 what's like the better area to live in?
I don't want to compare it. Like that's not. Both of them in the hood, so I don't know.
Right.
Same shit,
No.
Both shit happen in both hoods, so I want to know how to answer that.
Right. But so out there though, is it like crazy drama and politics in regards to where you're from? Is it like just all?
Honestly, out there, like there ain't no gangs out there. That shit just going based off where you from.
It's all neighborhood.
Yeah, all
oriented.
It's just like neighborhood shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know that. I don't know that.
Why do you think DC hasn't necessarily like risen to the level of somewhere like Chicago or LA or New York in terms of like people paying attention to the street rap? Like there are artists obviously who like emerge from that, but it feels like the overall scene just hasn't necessarily like.
I think it's because niggas like you said, niggas think of DC, they think of the White House and shit. So niggas probably wouldn't expect a lot of niggas from DC, them niggas. But some people like niggas that's in the feds shit like niggas know how DC is. You know what I'm saying? Like some motherfuckers know how.
Oh man.
Some motherfuckers don't. So I don't. I don't really know why motherfuckers ain't really noticing, but that shit going up though.
How do you feel when people such as on this podcast smear DC and like I don't even want to say this to you. It's not the way. People on this podcast are basically inferred that in the feds, DC dudes are zestier than other states.
I don't know.
You ever heard this before?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to get in that shit.
That girl really wasn't feeling that when I brought that up.
I ain't never been to the feds, but I don't know. He's been to the feds, so he probably could like wait a second.
Yeah.
And he from DC, so that's.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that's like I would feel fake if I didn't bring that up because we
I
got
don't
settled
know
here.
about that shit. Like me first, I don't know. Like,
Right.
that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
Like that ain't my
You're not planning on going to the feds.
fuck no.
Definitely not.
Hell no. Nobody plan on going to hope. So I hope not.
No, that's all bad. Yeah, we got bigger things to do with our life.
Hey, fuck. Well, so much money, man. So
Definitely.
much money out there going up there.
What do you feel like is the hottest music in DC though? Like what's the real soundtrack to the streets?
See, in DC is type of raps, but Freak Hop was taking over for a little. Like Freak Hop music was taking over. But you know, Nino doing this thing. I don't know what you call his music. Like this shit different. He on some different shit. He rap about like pain, like sadness. He rap about everything basically. Like
Nino Payne. He was there the other day. He didn't do the interview yet, but Remo told me he's in Austin right now, and he said that the kids are going crazy for him out there.
I ain't kind of great. Like you know how to fuck.
Yeah.
We got a song. I put him on my album. Huh? In my house. He brought it. I don't know. Let me see.
He's in the Austin, Texas Vortex. He's like drowning in pussy right now.
Man, I went to Austin. I ain't nothing like that. That shit was so.
In terms of girls,
That shit was so.
I don't know what it's like. We used to go out there and just feel like it was the holy land. There was so many.
But y'all shit was first though. Like you talk about both Cobras. Like,
oh yeah.
I Cobras took a lot of
everything.
I heard Cali was way more lit than what it is. I took off Cobra took a lot of shit.
Even Melrose, I think about Melrose in 2017, 2018, shit out of control.
I was still stuck in Mobile. I couldn't make it here. I ain't get here until like 2022.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You on a plane.
All right. But you feel like he's going to be a big factor coming out of there?
Yeah. Already a big factor.
Yeah, he's definitely doing his thing, yeah. Definitely. All right, so how you feel about the sort of, since these guys are Starburst, just so everybody knows, in terms of like the real big influences and artists who in the current generation have been able to make it out of DC though, like the two biggest names that kind of come to mind are Shy Glizzy and Fat Trail.
Oh, bad pass. Damn.
Were those like big influences on you when you were younger and shit?
I wouldn't necessarily say a big influence on me, but like they just popular names like in rap.
Do you feel like did they have like a big impact on the current generation, or does it feel like they came out, did their thing, and it didn't necessarily like create a lot of attention? You know, sometimes Chicago and it creates, created 20 years of interest in Chicago.
I don't really know, bro. But they put DC on their back at one point in time, so.
You a fan of Hank Glizzy?
What do you mean, fan?
Like, you watch videos and shit?
I'm saying that shit.
Yeah. Wait, there's nothing wrong with being a fan. I'm a fan.
I'm saying, like, fan of what, though?
His content. He fucking yells into the camera and makes content. Such. Yeah.
I get you.
It's definitely controversial that we brought him up to that trial. He had one comment. I don't know nothing about that shit. Okay, so how influenced do y'all feel by like the music coming out of Chicago and like other drill scenes? Was that like a big part of how you arrived at the sound that you got now?
That's a good question. I wouldn't. Y'all shit so different than everybody else. Not necessarily. I don't actually think so. Like, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think our shit different.
For sure. What's like some slang like kind of stands out that's like exclusive to DC? What are you gonna do? You trying to pick out what colors you want?
Nah, slang in DC?
Yeah.
Mo, Hill.
Mo is still big.
Yeah.
Okay. Because when Young Glitch was coming out, And he was saying Mo at the end of every sentence, and we
I ain't no
so
fucking
goddamn
about.
confused for a while. And then he said Mo Pill at the end of like every sentence for a while.
Nah, if Moon Pill, Slim, uh, what else is it? Jive.
What's that?
Like you try like throwing me off. You try like
Damn.
too much.
By the way.
I don't know. Jive, you just jive, man.
Right.
Slim, I said Slim. Y'all said drunk. Oh, drunk.
Drunk.
No, that's funny. Bill.
Oh, really?
I said drunk. I'm all over the map.
Ron and John. Philly got weird words that we don't do.
They say drunk. We say jump. Like jump.
Like Jaunt.
Jois.
Oh, joint.
Yeah.
We say joint in LA, like if you're like the young high kid coming out in the game, you're a
You
joint.
the one. You
Yeah,
the
you
one.
a joint.
See, we use joint for anything. Like, say if it's like, damn. Say female wise, you see a hot
Damn,
female.
that's cold.
Yeah. Man, that joint look good as shit. Like,
Yeah.
shit like that. Or you could be talking about something. Damn, what's that? You could be like, damn, what's that your name? Talking about anything. Like, you just use your, I don't know.
I forget who it was. I had somebody on here who was really doubt by me because I said, like, do you feel like a joint in your city? And they thought I was saying, do you feel like a bitch?
The other thing.
What I mean, bitch?
I don't know. Like you just said, like, you're calling a girl a joint or whatever.
Oh, no.
I'm saying a joint like the man. And I'm saying as like a girl. And it was a weird moment of confusion. I can't remember what.
They saying a joint is a water. Damn it,
Yeah. That.
family, that's all I can do. Joint. Yes, like that. Like,
And the joint,
yeah.
joint traditional. No,
Joint. But it didn't mean anything. So what I
nah, definitely. Okay, so you know, another one that you guys all use, men.
man,
Obviously, men.
don't nobody say it like that.
They said, yeah.
I
Get my men.
say man. Like man. Say someone. Damn. I'm trying to
Be like, all my men went to that school.
I've been with that school, I've been over there. You say that to you.
When I'm watching you guys, I'm just like, oh, they just say it like that, like they're not. Okay, got it.
Or you walk up, dabbing the men up. See, not to choose men, you dabbing the homes.
That's cool.
What's up with the men? Like you walk, what's up with the men?
That's definitely unique.
Like,
I ain't heard that in any other stuff. That's good shit. So okay, we got men. That's important. Okay. So yeah. I guess I also wanted to ask. Oh yeah. Okay. You in particular, you got a song called Cruddy K. What is it to be cruddy? Who's cruddy? You know, with the cruddies, like
Cruddy school, man. We like that.
is cruddy the actual name of the people you're beefing with? Or is cruddy like a verb?
I ain't.
Oh come on, I listen to the song. There's a lot of people get on to this song. They fucking hit me up out of this. I need a cruddy interview.
Oh,
There's
man.
the lyrics right here. I'm just reading out the words. Interview. Oh, like to that level. All right. But in terms of like dissing and shit in music, what's your attitude on that?
I don't. What do you like? Attitude.
I hear you doing it, but I also hear a lot of your music that doesn't really focus on that. So it's just like a once in a while thing.
It's whatever the fans want, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't want to leave it up to them.
fans?
The fans?
You know when
The fans would rather you be a serial killer. Let's be real.
I mean, you don't know that though.
Oh, I know. Because you see the shit that they pay attention to. They love killing.
They pay attention to all type of shit though, so you can't just say killing.
Yeah, but sometimes I see how it is for artists who don't want to do that shit.
You coming from them, but
Right.
if you're good enough, yeah, like no, you ain't gotta.
If it's this world, you don't gotta talk.
No, it's man, good for you say.
But if you make a song about killing people, then realistically,
Come
like,
on.
you know, you see it all the time. Not to say that I support it. I'm honestly against that.
I don't understand that shit. I mean, it's you know,
But I can't deny it's also like fascinating. Like, you know, when there's a real epic rap beef going on, that's like,
some shit to pay attention to.
you know, it makes sense for you as someone who doesn't necessarily like understand that much about what's going on, you know.
Oh yeah, it put it
Nobody big time.
respect that upside.
Yeah, like
So that's basically what you're saying.
yeah. Well, I mean, how many people would really understand? Like, I feel like we understand Chicago because of the crazy ass dudes. You know, like
Rap about shit. That's what you're saying.
yeah. Um, and I also, but still, sometimes that feels like it holds cities back because I feel like a lot of people don't want to listen to LA music because the gang politics out here are hella complicated and all over the place. But like the version, like people look at Chicago and they're like, oh, BD's versus genius. It is so much more complicated than that.
You know, it is.
But like LA, I don't know. I mean, like there was a time when people were so fascinated with Bloods and Crips and all that stuff.
I ain't lying, like it's still like that.
Yeah.
Like it's gang culture. You know what I'm saying? Like if you make a group, if you make it's not a gang. You know what I'm saying? The gangs weren't meant to be gangs. They're just groups. So we look at them because they got structure. There's a lot of places where we just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Come
it's
on.
some shit you can't do.
What?
Somebody gonna come talk to discipline about this. Ain't no discipline nowhere else. That's why motherfuckers gravitate to what they got going on here.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference I think is that in LA there's old heads who have say so.
You know what I'm saying?
And they can actually call some shots. And in Chicago, it's just pure lion
Maybe
activity.
shit, man. Loud, bro, first ain't no that on the house.
Nah, they look weird from Chicago.
But in Chicago, there are older dudes and stuff. It's just like,
They got say so, but like I don't think
I don't think it would
one
really.
just one particular guy got say so over the whole Chicago. No,
Yeah.
young niggas ain't trying to hear that shit. So
The most positive thing I've seen in LA,
It's like that's what I'm saying. Ain't no OG on crime. Nigga ain't out there that
for real,
not like niggas just like niggas just some people who just blind follow. But I ain't gonna lie. Structure. Instruction. Like some niggas ain't going for it.
yeah, some
like
but some niggas is like some
you
niggas
know
on.
what I'm saying? Structure. They like I gotta stay within the lines of my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got rules to follow.
Okay, so I give it. I give
You
it.
feel me? Like, they real. I know.
you never really listen to anything from LA because they're California.
I ain't. I would listen. I was recently just listening to the nigga EBKJ shit.
Yeah, that's our number one export besides Kendrick.
Yeah, sure. Bro.
Fuck else. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. I don't think he count though. Kendrick.
See, that's part of the problem. As soon as you get really, really big, they say you don't count. And nobody wants to count Tyler the Creator too.
He from here?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
but he'd be wearing sweater vests and shit, so they don't want to count him as an LA rapper. You know, he'd be singing if he got a crazy ass pitch, auto-tune shit on his voice.
I don't know.
But nah,
He's selling like 400K first week. You gotta claim. New York claims Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, all these massive superstars that came out of there.
yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it's so big though. Like, I mean, but they big. Feel me? Like,
They out this like they really industry bound.
But that's the thing. Like somebody gets really big, you still gotta claim them because all these
I
different
mean,
cities are trying to figure out how to have it.
it's gonna be a legend for the city, but like, it's what you got there. Right?
It's different to claim an old head because it's like
Yeah, but they put their time in, they put their work in. If it's important, you should get your clout.
when people talk about LA though, they'll be like, "Oh, what about Snoop Dogg?" And it's like, all right, Snoop Dogg, one of the biggest legends period in rap music, but also like, have you really thought of him as being like a rapper first in the past 20 years? Not really.
Shit, 20 years ago.
Yeah. No, Snoop Dogg was the number one rapper to me when I was like, I swear to God, he was the first rapper that I heard. You know?
It's like time to change. So
And he got all the Corona commercials and all that kind of thing.
He got honored.
Fire. It's amazing.
Wait, see, he been in that shit. What?
and he made a name
whole life.
outside.
Well,
This nigga was all types of
I'm trying to get to the level I got down. I want a commercial. I want a commercial.
When we talk about Chicago, we don't talk about Kanye.
No,
You know?
because it's Kanye.
Yeah.
Once you pitch, that's good.
Kanye out of this world.
Yeah.
Definitely. Who would you rather do a song with, Shaq Lizzy or Fat Trump?
What does it have to be rather?
I mean, which one would be your choice if you can only pick one? Just trying to figure out who's hotter.
Doesn't mean who had it. I could just fuck with somebody. I could just listen. Like I could, you know what I'm saying?
Did you feel like any kind of real relationship to either of them or not really?
What you say?
Like, you feel any kind of closeness or whatever? Yeah.
Like if I do something with them, like a relationship, or are you
It's
asking
like
do I have that?
already. Like, do you have any kind of like?
Nah,
Okay.
nah. I don't know neither one.
Okay. Okay.
But Stone Wise, I don't know who I put that the question on. That's something I can really think on. Like, who would I pick? I don't know though. Really one. I don't know.
I feel like Fat Trump.
Oh man, so good.
Nah, you might be right though. Really don't really be dropping like that. Yeah, he dropped some for Savage. I think that's the latest thing he dropped. I don't know.
So I know Savage is one of the biggest things going on. For them, like, you got a relationship at all?
I know him here. Yeah, I know.
He definitely made a big impact on the whole culture when that video from Paul came out. We all got the video of being a maniac. But
I don't know about
he
it.
went, he sat down, learned his lesson, went back at it. People in DC listen to him like crazy though.
Yeah, but
That's
he's if not, he like what the he probably the biggest artist.
Mm.
Him was because he tried like doing his own thing out of the DMV. That's who I can say like still listen to this day. Like you know what I'm saying. So
there's a difference between having like legend status and like actually having the city on fire music wise.
yeah, that's a big difference. Fat difference.
Fat difference.
Fat difference.
See, I don't think people in LA would describe a difference as being fat. So that might
I'm
be.
just saying like it's a big
I'm just trying to figure out all the slang.
big difference though.
Right, no, for sure.
You could be a legend in your city. That don't mean shit like still be thinking like your time passed, like you had your time. It's young, like you said, young niggas.
Usually by the time you get called a legend, people aren't really.
Yeah, niggas don't. Yeah, it's not even dropping music, bro. You shouldn't even still be dropping, but or whatever. One. I'm like, you gotta do it. To the point you don't have to.
So what stands out between you two when you hang out, like cultural differences and shit, or
It's acting.
accent?
The accent, but he got it like
I used to say I got act.
I hear don't nobody got no accent.
When I listen to you two, I'm like barely any accent, scream accent.
Accent very.
Yeah, but I'm on the East Coast too, so like it always sounds normal to me. Besides like a couple little things that
Yeah,
you might say,
shit.
but for the most part,
Yeah.
but when I hear you, I'm like, oh,
He's from down south.
down south. Yeah, for sure.
No,
Yeah.
feel like he can't.
Yeah, like even right there.
Nah, for sure.
We just in the studio. We was in the studio last night. He was more hype than me. I ain't ever in the studio. Nobody like more. That's just
The energy.
the energy. Like he came with so much energy. I got tired. He want my right back up.
Natural energy or what time was it?
Like five.
5 in the morning.
What time you got here?
Got it late shit.
He got here late. We probably we was in the studio. I was in the studio like 3 hours before the shot together.
So
He was in he probably.
Some shit like that. We were just in there talking before we even did the song.
Yeah, we talked,
talking.
man. We talked.
Everybody.
Everybody went to sleep while we was talking.
Maybe how ooh,
You guys be drenching people?
No, hell, not, 'cause I don't want to. You feel? I be tripping. Don't wake me up on my sleep. 'Cause I can't go to sleep. It's hard to sleep.
but I want one of the niggas do it to me.
You feel? Me? I ain't just shit.
So I'm not just going. Get up and
I'm too old to
come
plan.
yeah.
Like that was like 56. Y'all chill.
Niggas still
I'm not. No,
still play them games.
I ain't playing them. I don't play. No.
Nah, for real. Sometimes you saying, sometimes I ain't playing. You know when I'm playing though, but I ain't playing.
Not that. My sleep. I never do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, son, yes.
I didn't sleep.
I sleep in 2 days.
And really, okay, if you're doing a song with somebody and it's like they're still recording, they record for it's gonna take like an hour realistically. That's the perfect time for you to take a little nap.
Yeah. But I ain't
No,
lying.
you don't got nothing to do for that hour that they're recording.
If you understand me, you ain't getting no time. I record shit 6 minutes.
That fast?
See, I get like 7 songs a night.
Wow.
It got to like it's just like I don't know. I want to have many songs.
That's great. What you saying?
I gotta get that. It's threat.
Oh,
Oh, threat.
we got a young threat on the fence.
Yeah.
What's up, pretty baby?
Vocal Phil.
Right, man.
You hold it right up to the mic.
What up, bro?
Going right here. I'm at no trouble.
Yo, we on No Drummer right now.
Stop with it, man. They can eat.
How you living, G?
Adam, say how you living. I'm standing right now, and I don't think that's my people.
How you doing?
Okay, the motherfuckers.
What kind of situation are you in right now? You in like the local jail or you're not in prison, right?
How you
I thought my record was bad. I make it war. You can't block the shit. Really, but see, young man. The hell I miss? Not at freezing on me. Uh, shit, bro. You hadn't jab, man, no joke. It's been going on social media. Uh, Bleeding already? Oh, well, I'm bleeding already. Damn. That's good. Choice. Dang.
I can't put the rest on sleep. I'm gonna break it.
Mm.
Yeah. Come down and burn out and then tomorrow happen. I said I can do it like an hour.
Mm.
Everything.
Have a seat, buddy. Right.